what's going on? We're back with a new video for this week. It is Sunday, 2:10 past 2. We got some nice setups this week. I'd say I'm about, I think it's 8, which I gave to the team. Obviously I only got 4 here. I just chose 4 random ones for you guys. Yeah, so for last week, me and the team got, I think it was plus 400 pips. We had a couple losses, but we had some really big winners. New Zealand CAD, we got some 6 snipes on that, and it's like a massive sell-off. I think we caught like 250 pips or something on that pair. I also gave out the gold long. So if you caught that in my last YouTube video, that was 500 pips for free. So yeah, if you did catch that, tag me in it on YouTube, on Instagram or something. But yes, if you do want to get involved in my team and get all my in-depth analysis and updates, then give me a DM and I can sort you the info on that. But if not, you just want the free updates once a week, then yeah, you can stick my YouTube and just show some love on this. But yeah, so let's just get straight into this video. So this week I'm basically going to show you what I've come up with before I've actually done the analysis, and then I'm going to clear the chart, and then I'm going to show you how I got this basically, so you can understand it from the ground up. So let me just clear this real quick, and then we're obviously going to go to the monthly time frame because we're doing top-down analysis. So top-down means higher time frame to lower time frame, so monthly, weekly, daily, etc., down to smaller time frame, 5 minutes there. So please change your time frames to all these, copy it, because these are the ones that you need, and you don't need anything else because everything else is shit. So we can clearly see it's making higher highs and higher lows. So we made a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, made a higher high, and now we're looking for the higher low, obviously on the bigger time frame. So this is the descending trend line, stick it on, 1 touch there, 2 touch there, now we're looking for the 3rd touch. So if this does break down to this level, like 90 level, let's just say, you can see the 90 level, that's still bullish because it's above this point here. So this is the last higher low. So if this finishes here, then it's higher than that. So it's a higher low, okay? So that's what we need to know on the bigger time frame. It's nowhere near it, it's like 1,500 pips away from it. So it's really irrelevant for the moment. So let's go down to the weekly, and we can clearly see, if we zoom in, this is making lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and looking for the lower low basically. So we can even zoom in even more to this. That's what we're seeing on the outer trend line. So you can be like, okay, okay, cool. So 1 touch, 2 touch here, and now we're looking for the 3rd touch up here, if it does come up here, for a sell. So that's the outer trend line. I don't want to go too fast, but I don't want to make this video too long. So just if you're struggling to with speed and stuff, just go back and listen to it again. I don't want to confuse you, but I also don't want to be making it too long and tedious for people to watch. So we can also see it's going down to 8-hour time frame, or even on the daily. Okay, you can clearly see that it's rejecting the daily EMA. This is the strategy I use. If you want more info on it, DM me and I can tell you more. But we can clearly see on the 8-hour time frame, this is another descending trend line. So you could be like, oh, there's one up here. Doesn't really fit as well, so I'm going to delete that. But I like this one more because even on the daily, oh, wrong one. You can clearly see 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, and on the daily it also fits with the EMA. See here? It's like basically in line with the EMA. So that fits better, and I like that. So with trend lines, you have to basically see what fits best and just go with that. It's basically subjective. So the next Joe and Dick or Harry comes along and they're like, nah, I think this, and that could be valid as well. So it's all subjective, okay? So we have that, and then we can fib this. So we can fib it from the last significant high to the last significant low. So that'll be there. So you click it and you drag it and you click it. If you have different fib levels to me, I would recommend you change them. These are the ones you need. If you want more info on this, I give it out to my team and all that kind of stuff. and I basically tell you how to do it. So we can clearly see that. It obviously came up to the 78.6. I actually gave this out in last week's video, I think. So if you want to go back and watch it, you can watch it. And you could have caught a sell here and you'd have gained 100 pips or something, 130 pips. But for me, I didn't actually take a trade here because I wanted this rejection. So rejection is stuff like spinning tops, shooting stars, doji candles, that kind of price action. And this is what this is. This was a shooting star, spinning top, doji, shooting star, doji. So if you don't know what they are, please go on to, there's a site called Baby Pips. Go onto that site, go onto education, or just type it into Google, and you basically just learn them, because it's basically the basic stuff you need to know. So we have these kind of, I wanted this rejection, this multiple rejection in the 4 hour time frame from this level to take a sell, but all we had was a shooting star, and that was it, and it sold off. So there wasn't enough confirmation there for me to take a sell, so I didn't take it. Okay, so what do we have from this level as well? We have support, 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 support. Okay, so basically when we see this basically means it's called structure. That's the key term. I don't want to confuse you, but that's the key term that it is called in Forex. So we have structure, okay? So this basically just means that it was previous support, 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 and now it's broken and it's retesting as resistance, okay? So now it's resistance. So imagine a resistance is like a ceiling, isn't it? So that was a floor as support, and now it's resistance like a ceiling, ceiling, ceiling. Just imagine it like that. That's literally how you can imagine it. I'm trying to use analogies basically to make it more easier for you. Some people think I'm retarded because I use analogies, but you know, they can fuck themselves. So yeah, that is basically like a resistance. So we have a psych level, which is also what I look for. So psych level is a big round number of, so you got 110, you have 1110, 500, 110, 500, 1110, and then it goes on and goes on. Big round numbers, basically. These are basically what the big banks like Barclays, HSBC, all the brokers and stuff, Morgan Stanley and all that, they basically buy and sell money from big levels like this, because they're not going to buy or sell, let's say they're not going to sell from 110.686. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? They put big buy and sell limits from the big psych levels. It's just what humans do. You know, if someone had 48p change to give to their mate, just give him 50p, don't you? You don't go like, I'm going to give you 48p. Like, do you know what I mean? That's the best way of explaining it. Obviously, I go in more detail in my group and stuff like that, but I'm just trying to keep it short and sweet. Okay, so we have the daily EMA rejection, which is one confluence. Confluences are basically lots of things which add up to basically take a trade. They all align, so they're all like, it's like high probability. So we have daily EMA rejection, we have structure, we have the 78.6 fib level, which is like my favorite level. What else do we have? So that's 4. I think that's 3 or 4. I think structure, daily EMA, psych level, fib level 4. So that's 4. And then obviously, if price come back up to this pink zone, this pink box zone, and reject on the 4 hour time frame, like I set up here. So this kind of price action, yeah, and this to occur here, then that's our 5th confluence. That's 5 reasons to take a trade. It's not just our support and resistance bullshit. That is not how I fucking trade. That is shit. Do not do that. You will lose money. I trade off many things going in our favor. So it's basically lots of reasons to take a trade. So our probability of this working in our favor is like 85%. Okay. Whereas if it's just support and resistance, is 50-50. So it's all about probability. This is not gambling. It's not guessing. We're using the market. We're reading it like a book. I'm reading the market right now, and I'm making money by reading what this is telling me. This is like a book to me, and I'm reading it like a little bitch. Yeah, I'm reading this shit, and I'm making money from it. It's that easy. Okay, so there's the confluences. If you don't understand what I'm saying, go back and listen to what I said again. Doji spinning tops, structure levels. Just type it into Google. It's there. Google literally teaches you everything you need to know. Okay, I'm just here to put it all together and explain it in a better way. So so we have, just to recap, we have fib level, structure level, daily EMA rejection, psych level 11000, and then obviously if we have the 4 hour rejection, then we have our entry, and that's 5 confidences to take our trade. Take profit 1 here, take profit 2, take profit 3, and that is 400 pips, basically 6% or 5.7, but let's just say 6% gain to 1%. So you're risking 1% to gain 6%. Okay. So if you had a £10,000 account and you did this trade and it worked out and you got in this trade and you gained 6%, £10,000, that's £600 you would have gained. Okay, so all you need to do is one trade. Okay, and you don't have to be like, oh, I need to get in loads of trades this week. No, I need to get on every day. That's not good trading. You need to get in a couple trades for them to be really good risk to reward, and £600 for a week. Yeah, that's legit. No, that's good money. You know, for a normal person. You know, that's 2,400 for the month. So that's probably, you know, if you don't have, if you're like a young person, and you're at uni and you're making that kind of money, you know, that's pretty decent. So yeah, that's one trade. So CHFJPY sells. That's literally what it looked like when I started this. If you don't believe me, scroll back to the beginning, and that's the reason that it looks like this. Cool. But you know, obviously there's a chance, the 15% chance, you know, with the whole Trump and America sanctions on China perhaps might happen. This could basically break out the upside and then have this kind of retest, and then we can obviously take a buy. But for now, the market's telling me sells until it tells me otherwise. I'm not selling this. But please be aware, obviously Trump thinks China is to blame for this whole world market crash which is about to happen, and he wants to put sanctions on them and stop, basically use this as a trade war. And when uncertainty happens like that, basically there'll be gaps on opening, especially for the yen pairs, which is JPY. So I wouldn't be surprised if this opens down here or up here. No one can tell. It's just, I don't have a golden ball to read out of. It's whatever it's called, a crystal ball. I just read the market, and if it doesn't, and it tells me what to do basically. But I can't read the news. It's just what happens. Cool. So that's CHFJPY. I'm not going to do the whole thing on this other one because I'm not going to do the top-down analysis because this is just an intraday trade. 1 hour time frame. So you can clearly see on the 1 hour time frame, what I saw was it's rejecting this 1 hour EMA. So it's been rejecting this since the 8th of May, and now it's going to be the 18th. So that's 10 days. Came up, rejected. Rejection is when it basically tries to go above it but can't, so it like goes the other way. So that's what rejection is. Comes up, rejected, 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 rejected. Cool. Descending trend line. Okay, so 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch. Yeah, and then so let's delete this so I can show you. Okay, so we got this. So I've stuck it on there, and obviously, oh shit, that's the wrong one. So basically, we can see that. So I'm gonna fib it. So this from last significant high point to last significant low point, which is there. And then what have we got? What we got around this level? We've got the psych level 1.71500. So stick a horizontal line on that, and just put it nice and precise. If it fucking does it. Okay. What else we got? We have a bit of structure, a little bit. Oh, you see support, support, support. It's not really, but you can stick it on there if you want. So this kind of level, this kind of pink zone. There's nothing over here. There's nothing really. It's a bit like white spacey. So what I'm looking for is price to retrace, because this on market opening, this could open down here. So then we'd have to move to fib, and it alters everything. But what I'm looking for here is stop just to be above this liquidity zone wick, and ask to take this all the way down to 61.8. Why would I do this? So we got descending trend line, we got set our favorite fib level, we have the 1 hour EMA, we have, I don't really want to call that structure because it's not really structure for me, and then we have the 71.500 psych level, so that's 4, and then if we see the candlestick rejection on the half an hour time frame, if we see this kind of rejection, that's 5 confidences for us to take a sell. Okay, so if you see this here, I'm gonna be taking a sell, and yeah, it's looking good. So wait for price to come up and reject. If this comes up and blasts through and doesn't, and you take a sell and there's no rejection, then you're just a fool. So you need to wait for the rejection. You need to wait for this kind of price action, this slowdown in momentum, this spinning top, shooting star. Once that's closed, then you can sell it. You don't just sell it once it's like why would you want to buy this if it's going down? That's like you buying it. You're basically, the market's telling you what it's doing. The candlesticks basically have words behind them. Basically, that's how I can describe it. And it's being like, yo, Kane, sell it, sell me, or buy me. And you just need to learn what they mean, because it happens over and over again. Shooting star, spinning tops, dojis, sell off. Okay, massive sell off, and it came up. And obviously on 1 hour it had a doji and then a shooting star, and then it sold off again. And you could keep looking here. Shooting star, sell off. Obviously came up. Okay, fine, impulse the upside, but you had that little trade here. I could go back up here, and it'll keep happening. Shooting star, doji, shooting star, sell off all the way down. And then it's what even on the 4 hour time frame. I'll show you. Okay, even on the 4 hour time frame, it happens. Here, shooting star, nothing. Shooting star, sell off again. Same thing. What happened here? It had a little retrace. Doji, massive sell-off. So it always happens. It happens again and again. So you just need to backtest. I've backtested this strategy. It works. That's how I haven't worked a job in like 2 to maybe 3 years, because I make money from the market working for myself. So that is GBPCAD explained. Cool. Let's have a look. Okay, cool. So let me delete. So this is what it looks like before. Take a mental note. I'm gonna delete it. So what we got GBPNZD, which is the pound against the New Zealand dollar. This was in 2002 when it first was created, or whenever it came afloat for the public like us. We're retail traders. This was available for big banks and corporations way before this. But obviously they're called institutions. We're just the retail traders. They get the pie, we just get the crumbs. So what's it doing? If you answer yourself right now what you think it's doing. Okay, so you think whatever it's doing, I'm gonna tell you what it's doing. It's in a downtrend. You can clearly see that. Okay, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Looking for the lower low basically on the bigger time frame. Okay. And it's obviously come up to a key level here, which we can see. Okay, so that's cool. Nice, we know what it's doing. Zoom down. Oh, also, a little side note. See this little notification thingy? I'll double click it. It's called an alert. So I get sent to my phone. So when price does come to any of these levels I'm talking about, I basically get an instant notification to my phone saying CHFJPY at entry zone, and then I can go to my laptop and look for entries, so I don't have to sit in front of my laptop all week, and that just completely defeats the point of why I've dedicated 3 years of my life to learning this, because I want to have the freedom to do what I want when I want. I don't like people telling me what to do. So yeah, if you guys want the pro, it's called TradingView Pro. There's going to be a link in the comment or description, and there's going to be a discount, because I've partnered up with TradingView, and yeah, they've given me a special discount code. So it's a discount link. So if you go through the code in the description, you basically get the notifications, and it's a lot more. It's stress-free stuff basically. So you don't have to just sit in front of the chart and waste all your life away in front of charts trying to make some money. Like, I can go to the gym. Go to the gym, go on a date, do whatever I want, and I don't have to worry about it until price goes off on my phone, and then I'll be like, okay, price is there, I can wait for the rejection now, and then you know what I mean. So that's how I personally like to trade. I don't do this whole day trade scalping bollocks. That's not for me. That definitely not for me. So if you are interested in that, I really would recommend it. You get 10 alerts. So for these four, I can be like, yo, I'll show you how to do it right now. I'll be like, okay, 4 hour time frame. When it price comes up to this level, stick it on, add an alert. Yeah. Is it gonna come on? Yeah, bang, and you press save, and it comes on. I can do it for this one as well. Go on to 1 hour. Then when price comes up to this level, I'm gonna stick I'm gonna stick an alert on from here. Add alert, and it's bang, it's on. Sweet, we're good to go. So when price hits this, literally this line, it'll give me a little bell. But yeah, that's that. Anyway, so it's gone weekly. So we can clearly see there's an ascending trend line also. Like this is what it was kind of, this outer trend line. That's cool. Let's stick that on. Is it relevant? Not really. It's not really like anywhere near this level. Let's delete it. Zoom in even more. Oh, there's another one here. So you guys might be like, how's he seeing this? How's he seeing this? I've been doing this for nearly 3 years now, so I can just like instantly see what's going on. It's just like driving a car, really. Like at first it's kind of hard, and then you just kind of get used to it. So you got 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, and then obviously there was these wicks, which is kind of irrelevant, and then the 4th touch here, and then it's broken and it's retesting, which is what I see. Let me just delete this real quick. Delete, just so it's out of the way. And then obviously we have this massive, this massive resistance level, resistance, like here. So that's something to be wary of. This around this region is a big region. Okay. So let's go down even further. So I can see there's a descending trend line straight away. I don't know if you guys can see it. So you got 1 touch, 2 touch here, and now obviously this is the 3rd touch, which we're basically looking for. Let me just put this a bit better. So here we have structure, because look, support, resistance. So this is a structure level. So I'm gonna stick on my thing. What's it called? Stick on the thingy. What do you call it? Horizontal line. Stick that on. Yeah. Stick this pink zone on. If you want to stick it on. I like my pink zones. Pink is a nice color. And then you can clearly see, so we had a break and it's basically break and retesting this ascending trend line, and it's also respecting this descending trend line as well as the structure level. So this is most of my favorite pair for this week. Okay, and go down to 4 hour. You can, okay, it doesn't really matter, it's subjective, as I said, with fib levels. So you could fib it from here to here, and it's respecting 61.8. You can clearly see that. But my preferred one is this last significant high point here, and the last high point before it obviously had a massive sell-off, and this aligns a lot better. So you've got the 78.6 level. You have, let's make it look better. So you have the 78.6. You have the structure point here, structure all across, which you've seen. You have this, so psych level, structure, descending trend line, break and retest of the ascending trend line, which is another one. Candlestick rejection on the 8-hour time frame. You have shooting stars, dojis, spinning tops, all that bollocks. So that's 5. And then you have rejection of the 8-hour EMA and the daily EMA plus daily rejection. So this is looking mad. Yeah, this is looking sick. So let's ping on the stop loss. So you're risking 1% of your account to gain 4.5%. This is a 596 pip trade. So it's looking nice. It's looking really nice. Really nice, actually. I'm actually in this. Me and my team are in this from the top here. I gave it out to them last week. But, me being me, I'm nice and I give out to you as well. But obviously they've got like another 6 or 7 trades which I've given to them already, and they get daily updates as and when I see trades. So they're constantly updated, whereas you guys just get 1 video a week. So if you are interested, DM me on that and I can hook you up with that. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So you go back to the beginning of when I clicked on this pair and you tell me if it looks the same. It does. It's literally exactly the same. So you got structure, you got, now it's broken, acting as a resistance. You got the fib level, psych level, descending trend line, candlestick rejection. Looking sexy. This is, man. Looking hella sexy. So that's good. It's looking nice. So yeah, if you're tired of getting 20 pips with your shitty mentor and you actually want to gain some pippage, yeah, look at that, 600 pips, big boy shit. Alright, cool. So gold, I'm back on this. I'm back on gold. I'm feeling good with gold this week. Okay, this is what it's looking like. Yeah, take a little screenshot or whatever you want to do. Yeah, a little memory. Right, yeah. Right, it's gone. It's gone fucking forever. Okay, so zoom out. I need to get a mouse for this because I'm on this like my Mac, but it's so slow, like zooming out and shit. So we can clearly see it's an uptrend. I can't be asked to do the whole thingy, but see it's an uptrend. This is the ascending trend line. So even if price comes here, it's still making a higher low relevant to this point there. Okay, so that's the outer one. Let's go on daily. Actually, it's gone weekly. But yeah, so you can say about this one. There's another one here. It's an ascending trend line. So that's the outer trend line. It's nowhere near it, so that's why it's irrelevant, and I can't be asked to talk about it. Zoom in, keep zooming, 8-hour time frame. We can clearly see it's ascending trend line. Is it relevant to there? I can say, okay, it's there. That's the one. I don't really like that one. We can go down even further. I like the 8-hour actually. So you can be like, okay, cool. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. Rejection. We had hammer candle, which is also a bullish indicator. That's a spinning top, and then obviously and that's all the rejection. Then it shot off. Gave it on my last video. If you don't believe me, go watch it. It's there. 500 pips for free. So what am I going to do here? So we got the selling trend line. We're going to get the fib, last significant low there, last significant high. That's on a condition this doesn't go any higher on market opening. Let's just say it just drops. Yeah, cool. So that's looking good. Obviously, the 8-hour time frame is rejecting the 8-hour EMA, which is what I like. Which is what I'm liking to see. So we have the psych level 1710. We have structure, support, broke down, resistance, and now it's broken above it. Okay, so that's structure point here. Okay, so that's looking good. We have the 8-hour EMA coming in as well. So if this comes in and this kind of breaks down and comes in, then we can look, and then it's looking good. Where's the tool? And yeah, so we have ascending trend line, structure level, psych level, Fibonacci level. I don't know if I already said that. 78.6, that's 4, and then obviously and we have the 8-hour EMA 5, and if we see price come down and reject on the 4-hour time frame, so if we see this kind of rejection, basically here, if we see that here, I'll be taking longs, and obviously I'm going to tell my team when prices come to this level, and yeah, we're going to be taking longs, and this will be a 740 pip move, I think that's what it is. Yep, 740 pip. So if this works out, 740 pips is sick. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking at. If that doesn't look the same as it did before, I think it does. Obviously, I might have added a couple circles. But yeah, so we're looking for the retracement, waiting. It's patience. This might take till Wednesday, and then I'm buying this, and I'm sitting in it, and then I'm just going to go out and go play football in the park and drink a Corona in my garden or something, and this can make me some money. And yeah, that is literally how easy trading can be. So I hope that was a good video. I hoped it was simple and I didn't sound... I just tried to keep it simple. I don't want to overcomplicate it because there's so many people out there on Instagram who just post some really confusing charts and they flex their leased cars and their parents' houses and they don't even know how to read a fucking chart. So that's why I'm here, and I've created my company to basically wow you and blow you with my skill and my entries and my team's entries, because I don't need to sit here and bullshit you and show you a lot of money, like, oh look, I made 10 grand this week, or look at my car. Like, everyone else does that, so I'm not here to do that. I'm here to actually show you how to do chart work, keep it simple, be real with you. I'm a real person. I'm not here to fucking like be nice, and I'm nice, but I'm not gonna like pretend to be someone I'm not. Like, I'm just gonna tell you how it is. It's how I am. But yeah, if you like the video, drop a like. I really do appreciate it. Obviously, if you want to keep up to date with all my videos, subscribe and I think it's post notifications on. If you want me to cover any pairs next week or anything like that, leave a little comment, say it was shit, or if it was bad, or if it was, if you liked it. And if you are interested in becoming part of my team and with all the updates from me throughout the week, give me a DM and I can hook you up with the details. But other than that, I think that's it for this week. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in next week's video.